Hello and welcome to the live and exclusive coverage of the game between Sbfa Poovar and Luca Soccer Club. This is match number 44 of the Kerala Women's League. And here is the starting lineup for Sbfa Poovar. Jibitha in goal, Anju, Shamini, Sona, Leah Paul the captain, Sabita, Nithya, Sona Joy, Sanusha, Arunima and Mathima. Followed by the bench of Sbfa Poovar, Jeffina, Annie, Smitha, Alice, Anila, Merlin, Sanya, Legina and Sanya Mole, with the head coach being Vincent Dominic. And here is the starting lineup of Luca, with Varsha in goal, Rubashri, Jyothi Lakshmi, Devi Rohini, Revati, Jaithra Biar, Khushbu Kumari, Aparna, Alpana Kujur and the captain Mansi. And here's the substitute bench of Luca. Number 3, Alina on the bench, Aditya, Krishnanendu, Anjana, Aditya, Avalin, Sneha, Uma Devi and Sanusha. And the head coach of Luca is Harris. And stay tuned for live action as we are just minutes away from kickoff. Match number 44 of the Kerala Women's League. both the teams posing for their customary photographs before the start of the all important game. As we build up towards the clash, let's look at the positions of both the teams. Luca SC are seventh on the table with 2 wins, a draw, and 5 losses. They currently have 7 points on the board after 8 games. Whereas on the other hand, Poovar are at bottom of the table with 8 losses out of 8. So both these teams have really not set the stage on fire this season, and so this can be expected to be a really competitive game because both the teams have not really been performing up to their mark. Talking about the number of goals both the teams have scored, Luca have scored 6 goals and conceded 34 in the process, whereas Poover just have a solitary 3 goals from 8 games and have the second worst defense in the league, having conceded 82 goals, only behind Raja, who have conceded 86. So we can be either in for a slugfest here. We can expect either plenty of goals or we can see a really dull game. Let's hope for the former because goals are what everyone likes. Everyone likes an entertaining game, just like everyone liked the start of the ISL yesterday with Kerala beating East Bengal 3-1. Even the start of that game was a little dull affair with no goals in the first half. But the second half had plenty of entertainment with 3 to Kerala and 1 to East Bengal. And now we shift our focus to the present game as the referee blows his whistle for the start of match number 44 of the Delhi Women's League. It's Poovar in red, whereas Luca Soccer Club in blue. That's a poor throw in, given straight to Luca. Poovar on the attack here, through the right. Chance of a cross here. Eventually comes in the cross, a little too late, and the Luca defense was alert by then. Offside against the Luca attacker. Both the teams fighting for the ball in the middle of the park. The ball given straight to Luca, pass it straight back to Poovar. He gets the return gift as well. Luca on the attack here, through the left. Yes, that's a corner for Luca. Has been a quick start to this game as the corner comes in from Luca, floated up in the box. Poor clearance by Poovar. Luca have the possession of the ball once again. They throw in for Luca. Cross coming in the center, but there is no one in the box there to attack the cross. Poovar on the ball. Poovar trying to create an attack from the left. Sosha fighting for the ball. Losing it. Straight to Devi Rohini. Fine pass in the center of the park. Rafety running forward with the ball. Rafety with the cross in as well, but straight into the rightful arms of Jibita. Fumbled a little in the process, but eventually got hold of the ball. As Jibita launches it long, but that's kite and a miscued clearance. Both the teams are clearly not comfortable with keeping possession of the ball there. They just want to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible. As we see a lack of quality in both these sides. Both these sides will have to try to keep possession of the ball and play football. Because just launching long balls in the box will help neither of these teams. As we see Mansi running forward with the ball. Savita, who loses possession of the ball, gets it back as well. Luca trying to build an attack to the right, but well intercepted by the Poovar defense. It's the captain with the throw-in. Luca fighting for the ball in the middle of the park. Getting it as well, but one back by the Poovar defense. The throw-in goes in favor of Luca. Mansi with the throw-in. Has been a scrappy game so far. The lack of quality in both the teams quite rightly evident. As the miscued clearance goes straight to the Poovar player, who loses possession of the ball once again. Shamini with the throw-in, but a foul throw given by the referee. Generally, referees don't give foul throws nowadays in football, but this is one of those rare occasions where the referee actually signaled for a foul throw. Luca on the attack. There's an option out there on the left as well as an option on the right. She tries to go alone and finds nobody. Gets the ball back from a teammate, running forward with the ball through the right. Chance for cross coming in as well. The cross comes in, but that's intercepted by the Poovar defense. It's well kept in play as well. One back by the defender. That's a foul on Rubersi. She did well there to keep hold of the ball. She was surrounded by a couple of players, but did well to earn a foul for her team. Needs a quality ball in there to have a chance of getting the first breakthrough. A shot coming in there. I don't know what is she trying to do there. You're surely not going to beat the goalkeeper from there. Would have been better off Jaita had she played a ball into the box with the attackers trying to get at the end of it. Or at least if she could have kept the shot on target. She did neither. Once again given cheaply by Luca. but they win it back again. Trying to create an attack from the left, surrounded by a couple of players. Goes past one, goes past another, taking on two players. Just took on one too many there. If she could have crossed it early. That's another poor clearance. It's Luca on the ball once again. Captain finds a teammate on the right, gets it back from her as well. Was unable to control the ball. Was Mansi, resulting in a throw-in for Poovar. As it's Anju Stylus with the throw-in. And a foul throw given by the referee. Don't know what's up with these girls. Surely you know how to do a proper throw. And now the captain of Luca Mansi is showing them how to do a proper throw in there. Come on, throw-ins are the first things that are taught in football. You cannot be making these basic errors. Just cannot be making these kind of basic errors at professional level. This is the state league. Surely cannot be getting the throw-ins wrong. Surely cannot. As it's a throw-in for Poovar. Anju Stylus with the throw, wearing the captain's armband today as well. Although the captain on the team sheet was originally the goalkeeper Jibitha, but it's Anju Stylus with the captain's armband here. That's a poor ball. Poor ball. She could have ran forward with the ball. She could have really tried to play her teammates in. I don't know what she tried there. It's Luca trying to build an attack from the left with the help of Jyoti Lakshmi. And the viewers will also be requested to subscribe to our channel. We are really close to 1 lakh subscribers, only around 100 away. So you can be one of them. You can have the chance to be our 1 lakh subscriber. Currently we are on 99,877 subscribers. So it's an earnest request if you can subscribe to our channel. As Luca trying to create an attack from the left, running forward with the ball, cuts back in. Pass in the center, intercepted. Spoor winning the ball in midfield. Trying to nutmeg the player. Didn't succeed in that. It was Savita who tried to do that nutmeg as the pass comes from Leah Paul. That's a cheap giveaway by the Luca defense. Oh, she didn't even try to keep the ball in play. She could have kept the ball in play there. What was she trying to do? Now, for the throw-in, the Luca defense will be back there. What she could have done was taken the ball and tried to put her team on the counter. I'm really short on words here. The kind of gameplay these girls are showing right now. That's a physical contest. A cross coming in as well. Chance of a shot. Straight into the defender. And no one attacking the ball. No Luca attacker attacking the ball. Cleared by the Poovar defense, but that's poor from the Luca attackers. Need to attack the ball. There were two Luca attackers in the box. No one tried to attack the ball. Surely cannot score a goal if you don't have the intent of doing so. It's Mahitha with the goal kick rather than the goalkeeper Jibitha, as she is put under pressure by the Luca attacker and fails to keep the ball in play. That's a fine cross coming in. Shot coming in as well, but straight into the right forearms of Jibitha. Makes no mistake this time in holding the ball cleanly. The last time the ball went to her, she did fumble a bit before eventually grasping it up. This time, she was safe as a house. As we see a throw in for Sbfa Poovar. Sbfa Poovar, a club from Thiruvananthapuram, whereas Luca is one of the better known clubs in Kerala. But we really should not be too harsh on these teams, because what they are trying to do is create a team, create a women's team, which in itself is rare in Indian football. So even if their performances are not up to the mark, we should rather be appreciating these girls for putting on a brave fight. As there's a chance on the counter, oh, there's slightly overhit pass. Had that pass been slightly under, there would have been a chance, and the shot goes over the bar. The shot there didn't have any venom. The shot from Aparna, not troubling Jibita at all. As I was saying, we should really not be too harsh on these girls. Neither on the club, as the club needs to be appreciated for putting on a women's team. And these girls need all our support. As it's the women's football in India, which is well ahead of men's football in India. So all we keep saying is, when are we going to reach the World Cup? When are we going to reach the World Cup? A day might come when the women's Indian national women's team might reach the World Cup before the men's national team. So these girls need all our support, as it's only through our support that they can get. Oh, that's a chance for Luca. Was scramble in the Poovar defense, but eventually nothing comes of it. Another chance for Luca. A ball coming in, but the cross, I don't know, was that a shot or a cross? Whatever it was, it's now a goal kick for Poovar. How did she miss that chance? Jivita, though, to her credit, did well there to close the space down. Chance of a shot there. She decides to go for the cross, and that should have been a tap in. That really should have been a tap in. Only ends up in a corner. What are the Luca attackers doing there? I guess it was Aparna once again who had that chance to make it 1-0 to Luca. She just had to keep her feet right there. Failed to do so. That was a beautiful ball coming in from Refti. But Aparna could not do anything about it, as the corner comes in from the right, cleared away by the Poovar defense. It's exactly the kind of distance from where Ivan scored yesterday. But the Luca girls cannot replicate it, at least not for now. As Khushbu Kumari cannot do what Ivan did yesterday. And what a screamer that was, talking about the Ivan goal. It was certainly a screamer. That guy scored with his first touch in the Hero ISL. To all you Kerala fans out there, you have a mighty good player on your hands here. The only place where Kerala Blasters lagged last season was in the midfield, as there was no good foreigner. But with Ivan coming in, they have that department covered as well, and they will be looking to go one place ahead of where they reached last year. Last year they finished runners-up, despite being ever so close to their maiden ISL trophy, and this season, under the able leadership of coach Ivan, they will be looking to go one notch up and win the coveted ISL trophy. And for now, as we shift our focus back to this game, it's a free kick for Poovar, and it's Sona Das on the ball. As we see Shamini going down. Hopefully it's just cramps and nothing serious. But with just 18 minutes into the play, I don't really think that cramps are gonna be much of an issue. Although there is a lot of heat and humidity on the ground currently. Let's hope that it's nothing serious. It's Luca with three attackers up front. If they could have got hold of the ball there, it could have been a 3-on-3 situation. Game has been a scrappy affair so far. Has been a really scrappy affair. And the throw in for Poovar. It's the captain Anju Stelis with the throw. Going straight back to Luca. Give the gift back to Poovar, who will certainly give the gift back to Luca. And as the player is clearly offside there, quite clearly offside. The kind of distance she took before taking that free kick, that was almost like a Roberto Carlos kind of runner. But the pass or the shoot was not like Roberto Carlos there. As Luca trying to build an attack to the right, nutmegging a player as well, but cannot go past her. Poovar on the ball. Fine pass as well, but the attacker cannot intercept it there. Another poor pass out from the defense, but a handball in the process from Sona Joy. The kind of game this is, if at all there is a goal, it is most likely to come of a mistake rather than because of the quality of the opposition. So in case the teams do not make a mistake here, a goal does not look likely. As a long ball comes in from the Luca defense, the goalkeeper certainly can be coming out and collecting that ball rather than putting a defender under pressure. As the defender does well under pressure. It was Mahitha who did well, but the keeper Sbfa should be coming out and collecting those balls. As Mahitha launches one, cannot get the required distance on it, and the Luca attacker fails to control the ball once again. Luca on the ball. And a chance for Luca, yeah. Cuts past one, puts a cross in as well, but straight into the arms of Sbfa. Talking about the last games of these two sides, it was on October 2nd that Luca faced the Kerala Blasters as they lost the game 4-0. As for Sbfa Poovar, they faced the Emirates a day later on October 3rd as they lost the game to Emirates 3-1. So both the teams coming off losses will like to put those losses behind them and get a win today. Another long ball coming in. This time the goalkeeper. Oh, why did she not collect the ball? Why did Jibitha not collect the ball? There was no pressure on her, really. She came out and just kicked the ball away. What are these girls doing? But as we see in games nowadays, the goalkeeper is not taking goal kicks, as it's the defenders who are taking, as it's Sona who took the goal kick there. But mostly in football, the defenders are taking goal kicks when they are trying to play possession football, trying to play passing football, not when the person just has to go and kick the ball away. If she just has to kick the ball away, why not Jubita take the goal kick instead? These are the kind of things that can come back to haunt you, because if she is taking the goal kick, the Luca attackers can certainly move into the space and there will be no offside. So these are the kind of small things that you need to take care of. And these are the kind of small mistakes that you need to improve on if you are to better your game. Anju Stellas with the throw straight to the Luca attacker. Poovar on the ball. Goes past one, but the pass is slightly overhit. Straight into the arms of Varsha, the Luca keeper. I don't think I've mentioned Varsha a lot so far. Shows where the game is heading to, as Luca have created all the chances so far. Despite not having the quality in the final third, they have created all the chances. Whatever has been created so far. At the end of 25 minutes, it's nil-nil to both the teams. As I guess that was another foul throw, but this time waved off by the referee. That's a fine piece of skill there from Leah Paul. Finds her attacker as well. A chance on the right, an option on the right. But she's ever so slow as Rubashi gets the ball off her. Once again, there is no quality on the pass forward. This time there is. She goes past the defender as well. Takes a shot as well, but straight into the arms of Jibita. If only she could have crossed it there. There was no defender marking her partner. All she needed was to square the ball. But she went for a feeble shot. Where is the game sense? But with time and with more matches and more experience, these girls will learn. Come the next season, they will probably put on a better show. It's Luca on the ball once again. Trying to make a move to the right, but the pass, as always, is poor. That's kicked straight out of play by Rubashri, who was under pressure from Sabita. She could have gone back to her keeper, could have done a piece of skill to go past her defender, go past her attacker rather the Poovar attacker, but she decided to play it safe by kicking it out of play. That's a fine pass on the left, and the defender is under all sorts of trouble there. Maitha unable to clear the ball properly there. As it's Devi Rohini with the throw in. Devi Rohini to Revati. Trying to build an attack from the left. Cross coming in as well, but that's a tame cross. and there is no trouble whatsoever for Jibita in collecting that. Under pressure there, the Poovar defender, and concedes a throw into Luca. The throw is poor as well. The game has not been scrappy, to be honest. It has been poor so far. There has been absolutely no quality whatsoever. But let's hope that there is some quality, at least a moment of quality, which will end up in a goal rather than a mistake. I know it's tough to play in the afternoon in such hot and humid conditions, but you really need to be better. Just cannot lack so much. As a corner coming in for Luca, who the assistant referee has given a goal kick there for Poovar. That certainly looked like a corner. As it's Mahita with the goal kick. Once again given cheaply to Luca, who returned the favour by giving it back to them. Both the teams keep on returning favours after favours after favours. Both just do not want to keep hold of the ball. They are like, you take it, no, you take it, no, you take it. Luca have tried to make all the attacks to the left in the first half so far, but they have not gone past Mahita, who has been ever so good in defense. Probably the best player on the field so far. Even on that occasion, she did go past a couple of players, just could not pick the right pass. But she has been decent, Mahita. And a rare throw in for Poovar in the opposition half as the players take drinks. The players will need all these fluids if they are to maintain the energy on the field because the temperatures certainly are on the high end today. Can we see more quality after the drinks break now that the players have got their fluids? Can we see some more energy onto the field here? As we start with a throw in for Poovar in the opposition half. That's a poor throw in. There was a handball there by the Luca defender, but the referee did not give it. That was a clear handball from Alpan Akujur, but the referee certainly didn't spot it. Another throw in there for Sbfa, who get a corner now, the first of the game for Poovar. It was Shamini who was going to take that corner, but she has been sent into the box. And now it looks like it will be Suna Das who will be taking that corner from the right hand side. This is where they can hurt Luca. As the corner comes in, decent pace on the ball as well, but well cleared by the Luca defender. And they have won it here. It was Aparna on the ball, but she could not go past Nithya. As it's the captain now running forward with the ball. Draws a foul in the process as well. Both the teams really need to up their quality if they are to get anything out of this game. That's offside given by the referee. I think one of the players was offside there, but the other two were not. The one who eventually got the ball was not offside. We'll have to wait for the replay on that one, as it's the number 7 playing a pass, but the pass is overhit. Varsha goes long. And an offside against Sanusha, who just went slightly early. She was not a million miles away there. But in football and in offside, an inch is as good as a mile. That's decent defending there from Poovar. But poor tackling from Revti as she kicks the ball straight out of play. It was Sabita with a bit of a mistake, but it did not cost a side. That's another foul throw coming on, but the referee again waves play on. Probably the referee is tired as well. But how many foul throws am I going to give? As most of these throw are fouls. So the referee is doing well in keeping the game afloat and not blowing his whistle time after time after time again. The referee has been decent so far. No communication between the two Luca defenders. As it's a throw-in for Poovar. It will be Shamini with the throw. And she gives it straight to the Luca player. And now a chance for Luca. And another offside. This time it was Revti who went a little too early. That's well intercepted by the Luca midfield. But given straight back to Poovar, who once again returned the favor in giving it back to them. This time a free kick in favor of Poovar. As it's Rohini who was unable to control the ball and the foul in the process. The game has really been a scrappy affair so far, and that's a fine ball coming in. And the shot coming in as well, but that's a fine save from Varsha. The defense went to sleep, but the goalkeeper was alert there. And Varsha shaving aside the blushes. What was the defender doing there? What was Rubasri doing there? Two attackers closing her down, and I guess that she expected Varsha to come and collect the ball, but Varsha was nowhere in the picture. It was clearly her fault there. Rubasri could have so easily cost a side there. Although they have dominated Luca, they have not really done anything worthwhile in the final third. They have looked circumspect, conceding a goal. So Poovar should not be too disappointed with the first half, as it's still 0-0 and anything can happen in this game. It's Alpana Kujur with the throw-in. Out of every single throw, so that's a fine ball, but that's offside. She's just offside Shanusha there. As I was saying, out of every single throw-in that has come on so far, the ball has gone straight to the opposition player. Not one throw-in has been decent. Most of the throw-ins, first of all, have been fouls, and secondly, they have not gone to the intended teammate. As that's a chance there for Luca. One-on-one with the keeper. What did she just do there? Just what on earth did she just do there, Revti? She had a couple of options on her right. She could have taken another touch and slotted it home. All she managed was a tame shot at goal, straight into the arms of Jebita, who did not have to move an inch. How poor was that finish? Really, really poor. Nothing on the shot at all. That was a really, really poor try from the Luca attacker. And if that's the kind of finishing we are to see, we are not going to watch a goal here in this game. Because you really need to up the quality, and that's poor defending, shambolic defending, and the attacker is through on goal, but the referee gives an offside there. That was clearly onside from our angle. I don't know what to say here. It was Jyoti Lakshmi who was clearly onside. She was a couple of yards onside there, but the referee blows the whistle. Genuinely don't know what's going on. I guess the fever has just passed on to the referee. The fear of not being quality enough. As the captain goes for a throw-in. Cross coming in as well. That's poor defending. Really poor defending, and such is the striking that they are making nothing out of it. 4 players waiting in the opposition box trying to counter, and still unable to do anything here. Poovar. Generally what happens in football when you play a 4-3-3 is the four, when not in possession of the ball, the 4 defenders are defending, the midfielders are still defending, and the attackers, apart from the centre forward, the wingers drop deep to defend, they track back. What is happening here is 4 defenders, 5 defenders are defending, a couple of midfielders in the middle of the park, and 3-4 players are just standing in the opposition box waiting for the chance. And when the ball comes to them, they are offside. I don't know what's going on here. It's a fine piece of skill, goes past Amaka, goes past another player as well, puts in a cross as well, but the keeper is alert that time, Jibitha. She has been the most busy player on the pitch so far, has been Jibitha. Has made 3-4 saves. That's an interesting technique to pass the ball to a player. And for once, that was not a bad technique. No one closing a player down. It was Savita who was all free, and Jibitha found her with a piece of technique that I've never seen before from a goalkeeper. Usually they punt it long. She half punted, half kicked the ball and found a man. That was a really interesting technique from Jibita. As the Luca attacker goes past 1, goes past 2 as well, but that's a fine challenge coming in. It was Mahita with the challenge. That was a fine challenge, but that could have been 1-0 Luca. And Luca are getting dangerously close to the first goal of the game. And once again, Jibita with that same technique. As her player loses possession of the ball. What are these two doing there? Let me just sum it up for you. The number 11 runs forward with the ball. The number 9 closes her. That's a foul throw. That's another foul throw. Again waved off by the referee. Just leave that number 9, number 11 thing. That was so poor that I cannot even explain it. Whatever you saw, you saw. It's an attack coming in from the right, given straight back to the defender. Poovar on the ball. There's an option on the left. Picks her. Gets it back from her as well. That's a fine pass. But there's no one in the box. Aim for it. Cross coming in. That's a poor touch. Another chance. But the defense is alert this time. It's almost like both these teams do not want to win. No one is trying to win those second balls. They have been so lackluster. As the number 9 wins the ball on the right, finds a teammate as well. Chance of a shot there, but that's well defended, well shielded. And again, three players surrounding the ball. No one wants to get hold of the ball. It's Leah Paul on the ball, losing it. And the ball kicked out of play from the Luca defender. It's the captain on the ball, playing a pass forward as well. Once again, it's just too scrappy. Absolutely no quality on the pitch here. You can't see one player who is like, just let me have the ball, I'll show them what to do. No one wants the ball here. As the clearance comes from Robustry. In the final minute of the first half, a throw in for Poovar. Can they make something out of it? A pass comes short, but straight into the arms of Varsha. As she launches it long, although it does not go too long, and out of play. It was Refti who tried to control the ball but could not. Once again kicked straight out of play. Let's see how much is added on because there really have not been much stoppages in the first half. As far as the drinks break was concerned, most probably 1 minute will be added by the referee. And yes, it's 1 minute that has been added. Can we see a moment of magic in the final minute of the first half? And it's Alpana with the throw in. Once again, a long ball coming forward. That's a free kick in favor of Luca. This time, they will be better off trying to play the ball in the box rather than going from goal from that sort of a distance. I can't see a Roberto Carlos in this team. So pass the ball in, get your attackers at the end of it and score the goal. Just do not need to go from shots from that kind of distance. Let's see what they can do from this one. A long run up. She went for a shot again and the keeper fumbles it. But recovers well in time. There's Jibita. Keep the scoreline 0-0. That was a horrible shot and even worse goalkeeping there. And at the end of first half, it's nil to Luca and it's nil to Sbfa Poovar. And that was a pretty scrappy first half. Join us back in 15 minutes to see whether any of these sides can score the first goal of the game.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it suicide of the older generation.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it.
What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah? Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. yeah. So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
ശ്യാമിന് ഓൾറെഡി ഔട്ടാണ്. ഞാൻ കാണിച്ചോ എന്താണ് നമ്പർ 3 ഇല്ല. നമ്പർ 3 ഇവിടെ വാ, ഇവിടെ വാ, ഇവിടെ വാ, സമയമുണ്ട്, വാ, പതുക്കെ വാ, പതുക്കെ വാ, പതുക്കെ വാ. ഈ സമയം നമ്മൾ ബിഫോർ ടൈമാണ്. ടൈം 45 മിനിറ്റ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ചിങ്ങാട് വെച്ചിട്ടില്ല ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ പോയത്.
And we kick off proceedings in the second half. As it's Luca on the ball, who have continued the thing from the first half and given the ball straight back to Poovar. There are 5 Luca players attacking the ball there. 4 on 1 player, but they could not win the ball. And it's Poovar who have launched it long and given it straight back to Luca, who once again gave it straight back to Poovar, who once again gave it straight back to Luca, who once again gave it straight back to Poovar, again give it back to Luca, and it's Luca on the attack through the center. There was a good solid advantage there for Luca, but the referee pulled the game back for a foul. That is bad refereeing. There were 4 people, 4 Luca attackers going up. How can you stop the play there? Luca with a fine pass, and she has blazed it over. From there it was 4 on 1. I have no idea what these girls are doing. Although the referee did blow his whistle for offside, but what was she doing? Luca on the attack once again. Goes past a player, goes past another. Pass on the left, but the pass is slightly overhit and it goes out of play. Once again, Luca win it in the middle of the park. They have come out in the second half with all guns blazing, have Luca. That's the corner for Luca. The free kick comes in for Luca and the foul given in favor of Poovar. Once again given straight back to the Luca midfield. Punted forward by the Poovar attacker. There was an option out there on the right, but she failed to pick her. Poovar attacked through the right. Goes past a player as well. Pass in the center. Tries to take a turn but loses the ball. That's nicely kept in play by the Luca midfielder, but she gives it straight to the Poovar defense. Poovar trying to build an attack from the right. Can't go past a man. It was Leah Paul that time who lost the ball. Arpana running forward with the ball. Cannot find a teammate there as it's Sona Das who intercepted. Sona on the ball once again. There's a chance and the shot goes wide. That was such a good chance there. Jyoti Lakshmi with the easiest chance of the game so far. 1-on-1 with the keeper, the goalkeeper clearly out of position. Jibita could have done very little about that one. But she could not keep a shot on target. And once again, Poovar kick it long and lose the ball. Luca, for a change, at the start of the second half, have tried to play possession football and have tried to keep the ball on the ground and have certainly caused the Poovar defense a lot of problems. If this is to continue, it's just a matter of time before Luca eventually succeeds in scoring the first goal of the game. Certainly, the coach, Harris Vincent Paul, has changed a few things as far as Luca are concerned because they have come out a lot more sharper in the second half. As the ball goes straight to the Luca keeper Varsha. It's a handball against Poovar, against Nithya. And she goes down injured. Hopefully it's nothing too serious for Nithya, as she does look to be in some pain. As the physio has come out to attend her. It has been a strong start to the second half from Luca. They have certainly upped their ante in the second half. They need to do more of the same if they are to find the first goal of the game. Look at that, 6 Luca attackers looking to barge in the box. And the keeper does not come out on time. Helter-skelter in the penalty box. And the keeper, Jeta, oh, that's a chip. Chance, open goal. And she cannot reach it. And the ball eventually goes out of play. That was some really poor keeping from Jibitha. First, she did not come out to collect the ball, and by the time she came out, it was too late. But Luca could not make anything out of it. That was the easiest chance of the game so far. In the last 5 minutes, Luca have had two of the easiest chances of the game so far, and they have not been able to convert them. And it's Luca once again running forward with the ball. Chance out there. Option on the right. She goes past her man. Tried to slide it past her keeper, and that's a mighty fine save from Jibitha. And once again, Jibitha to Poovar's rescue. Having made an error just a couple of minutes back, she has come out with a mighty fine challenge to deny Jyoti Lakshmi. What a save that was. Certainly the save of the game so far. And once again, I retaliate from what I said in the first half. Jibitha has been the best player on the pitch so far. She has kept Poovar in the game. As the corner goes straight out of play. She was trying to score an Olympic goal there. But it did not bore any fruit. It was Jayata with the ball in. Once again a poor clearance, but well defended by the Poovar defense. But Luca win it once again in midfield. A shot coming in as well. And that's horrible keeping from Jibitha, who lost the ball for a moment, but as she has done for most of the game, recovered well enough to keep the scoreline at 0-0. She has looked sketchy on a couple of occasions, has Jibitha, but has done well enough not to concede so far, apart from pulling off that magnificent save just a couple of moments back. As Luca come on the attack once again, and Jibitha collects once again. There was no one attacking the ball at the far post, or that would have been a tap-in. That was a fine cross coming on from the left-hand side. As Jibitha kicks it long. That's a fine pass, but the attacker could not control it. But she wins the ball in the middle of the park. Tried to play a through ball. Plays a through ball once again. It's one-on-one with the keeper. Can she slot it past her? No. That's a fine challenge coming in from Lubasri. And Varsha collecting the ball ever so easily. As she launches one long. Gets some decent distance on the ball as well. But it's Poovar once again coming through the left. There's an option in the center. She tries to find her, but the keeper is alert as Varsha comes out and collects the ball before the attacker could get to it. Both the keepers have been on their A game today. Although the quality on the outfield has not really been good, the keepers can be proud of themselves today. The second half certainly has more intensity than the first, as both teams are now trying to go for it. That was a nice piece of skill there from Sona Joy. but could not get past the captain of Luca. Mansi has been good so far. That's nicely defended by Luca. Quick passing as well, but that's a foul. Foul conceded by the captain of Poovar, Anju Stellas. Another player who has been decent so far. As it's a substitute with the free kick, but the keeper comes out and deals with it. It's 5 versus the keeper. Can Luca score here? Cross coming in, but that's a poor cross straight into the arms of Gibita. How have Luca not scored? It was 5 on 1, 5 against Gibita, and they still cannot score. Don't know who to credit here. Whether I should be crediting Gibita here for a massive goalkeeping or I should be criticizing the Luca players. I guess I should take the latter route and credit Gibita for some stupendous keeping so far. As Poovar try to create an attack through the right. A through ball coming in as well. Can she outpace a defender? No, she can't. And before she could have done that, Varsha comes out and deals with it. Varsha has been solid as well. That's a fine pass on the right. But that's well defended. Oh, confusion among the defenders, and once again it's Poovar on the ball. Cross coming in as well, and a fine cross. An option there on the left, but she could not pick her. It was Mansi. No, it was rather Shanusha who had that chance. Another cross coming in. And once again it's well defended by the Poovar defense. As she kicks it out for a throw in for Luca. Aparna with the throw in. And with the cross coming in. But the cross goes out of play. The pace of the game has certainly increased in the second half, as the conditions have become more favorable for the players. It's never easy to play in the afternoon heat of Kerala. Luca on the ball, give it straight back to the opposition captain, who gives it straight back to the Luca captain. That's a free kick in favor of Luca. The last 2 free kicks, they have created danger for the opposition, but this time the free kick is not good enough. Goes past the defender but cannot go past the second one. It's helter-skelter in the middle of the park. As Poovar tried to create an attack from the right. Goes past the defender as well. Cross coming in, but that takes a deflection and goes out for a corner. That was nicely done by Sbfa. She was closed down quickly but still managed to get a corner out of it. And if I'm not wrong, that's just the second corner of the game for Poovar. Can they make something out of it? That's a poor corner. Throw in from Poovar. Intercepted by the Luca defense. One back by Poovar. And it's with Luca now. Captain clears the danger. And as it's a throw in for Luca. The captain Mansi will take the long throw in. Ooh, that was close. It almost fell straight to Leopold. That's a fine pass on the left, but that's well defended by the substitute, Annie Anthony. That's nicely done. Goes past a player, takes a shot as well, but straight into the arms of Jibitha. Once again, has absolutely no issues in dealing with that. As she looks to go long once again. That's another fine pass. As she nutmegs a player, but not in line with her attacker. Both the teams have clearly stepped up their gameplay in the second half. Goes past one, takes a shot as well. But you're never beating the goalkeeper from there. Certainly not a keeper of Jibitha's class. As the captain of Poovar clears it towards the captain of Luca, Mansi, kicks it straight out of play. Anju Stellis with the throw in. But Luca win it once again in midfield. She was closed down by a couple of players there. It's Leopold on the ball. Loses it. Now a chance for Luca on the counter. But the pass is once again overhit and straight into the arms of Jibitha, who has been an ever solid figure between the sticks. But as it's the commentator's goal, she gives it straight to the Luca attacker. Luca. Leopold with the cross in, but once again fails to get the bend on the cross. And it's an easy collection once again for Jibitha. There were 3 Luca players there. If only she could have found the right cross. The way this game is going, a goal just looks like a matter of time. Although we need to see who gets it. As Luca come through the left once again. Nicely won back in the midfield. Goes past a man, puts a fine cross, and that's an open chance which has been taken. And finally, the goal has come. And it's the number 12 Rafti who has scored for Luca. And it's 1-0 to Luca. And we can say it has been coming. Nothing Jibitha could have done about that one. That was just too easy. Just too easy for Rafti. Now the question is, can Poovar get back in the game and make a match out of it? Because they will need to come out with some more attacking intent if they are to get an equalizer. That will leave gaps in defense, and Luca can exploit it. as they come through the left once again. Fast coming in. One back and if make a finish, and that's a corner for a side. Was Revti once again with the shot. This time gets a corner for her team. That was a decent finish from Revti. Krishna Bhati with the corner goes out of play. The less we say about that one, the better it is. Luca come on the attack once again. She goes past a couple of players but cannot get past the third. Poovar on the ball. It's a fine through ball as well, but well intercepted by the Luca defense. But Poovar has won it straight back. But that's again well dealt by the Luca defense, as it was the substitute Uma Devi with that clearance. Rubashri with the long kick. Pressure on the Poovar defense, and they do well to kick it out of play. That will be a throw in for Luca. The substitute Uma Devi with the throw in. That could not be kept in play by Poovar, and another throw in for Luca. That's a decent pass out there, but one back by the Luca defense. Chance of a cross there if she can pick out her man. And that's a fine cross. And the shot coming in from Alpana Kujur goes wide of the mark. As we see a substitute coming in for Luca. It's Anjana who is coming on for Aparna. And the corner for Luca. Can they double their lead with this corner? It was a decent delivery but could not get past the first man. Another chance to put in a better cross. That's neatly done. Goes past our man. Puts in a cross as well, but that goes out of play. There's no curl on the ball there. None of the players has been able to impart that curl on the ball. Neither could Khushbu Kumari this time. That's a decent pass out there, but the midfielder could not control it. That's a shot coming in, and once again, that's a decent save from the Poovar keeper Jibitha. It was Jyoti Lakshmi with the shot. That had some power behind it. As we see Poovar coming on the attack, and that's a fine save by Varsha. She came out and closed the angle down. as that's a foul on the Luca player. But that was a fine save from Varsha. She was very quick to get out of a box, put in a solid challenge. And credit to the Luca girls for getting up as soon as they feel they are fine, because leading 1-0, we have seen in many a football game that players tend to stay down and waste some time. But credit where it's due. She does not do any antics and just gets up to go on with the play. That's Rubastri. And the line being played by Poovar can cost them here. But that's well dealt with by Mahita. Or else it would surely have been 2-0. The high line played by Poovar have certainly played in handy, and the keeper has done so well there to come out of a line and clear the danger. Does Varsha, as it's Luca on the ball. An option there on the right, but the offside flag goes up. Talking about the high line being played by Poovar, they have certainly been caught out on more than a couple of occasions. Just that they have been lucky that Luca have not been able to take advantage. But playing such a high line can be really dangerous. Luca on the ball once again, trying to create an attack from the right. It's 5-on-3, but she could not go past her marker. Although she wins it once again of the Poovar defender, goes past her as well. Trying to put in a cross, but she could not do it, and it's way too easy for the Poovar defense once again. If only an early cross had come there. Smitha on the ball. Smitha to Leah Paul. Puts in a cross, but the cross is slightly overhit. And there is nothing Anurima could do about that one. And the ball is cleared out of play by the Luca player. Spoover come once again on the attack. Shot coming in as well, but straight into the grateful arms of Varsha, who has been solid between the sticks as she punches it long. Pressure on the Poovar defense, but Anju still as the captain does well to keep hold of the ball. But the substitute cannot keep hold of the ball and goes out of play for a throw into Luca. As it's time for a drinks break, and with just 15 minutes to go before the final whistle, Sbfa Poovar, if they are to get back into the game, really need to create something, create a chance, because just shooting from outside the box will not help them. As Varsha has been solid between the sticks for Luca, they really need to be stitching a couple of passes to Sbfa Poovar if they are to take a point out of this game. Trust me, they have been good, they have been better in the second half than they were in the first, but they need more of it because currently Luca are a little too strong for them. And it is 1-0 to Luca just because they have not been able to convert their chances. Or it could have been a dreadful scoreline, the kind of gameplay Poovar have had today. But in football, all that matters is a goal, and Luca, to their dismay, have just been able to score one. And so there's a chance for Sbfa Poovar to get back in the game. All it takes is a second in football to score a goal. You never know when a goal might go in. Find the back of the net. And so Poovar have to find the back of the net. And they have to do it in the next 15 minutes. And it's Leah Paul with the pass forward, but it's intercepted by the Luca defense. And now Luca on the attack. But she can do nothing about it. Although they have won it back in the opposition half. But that's solid defending from the number 8. As it's a throw in for Luca. Anjana with the throw in. Fighting for the ball. That's a poor giveaway in the middle of the park by Luca. They win it once again. As the goal scorer on the ball, trying to find a pass. Luca, to their credit, have been winning the ball in tight areas in the midfield. Just that they have not really been able to make most out of it. And they have another chance here. An option out there on the left. Chance of a shot. He tried to go past a man, but she was unsuccessful in doing so. And the free kick for a high foot. It was a foul on Anjana, the substitute. Free kick coming up. Decent free kick, but straight in the arms of Sbfa. Ball in midfield. An option there on the left. The goal scorer goes past a couple of people. Puts in a fine cross as well. That's a poor finish. That's a tame finish. That was an easy chance. You need to be taking those Khushbu Kumari. How can you not take that? Even if she had stepped over it, Jyoti Lakshmi was there to tap it in. That really should have been 2-0 to Luca. But all that matters in football is finding the back of the net, and for that matter, Luca have done that just once. And that is why Poovar are still in the game. And Luca really needs to be scoring that second goal to be comfortable on the pitch, because a 1-0 lead is very dangerous to have. As Poovar can find the back of the net in the 94th minute of the game, and it will be a draw. You can be leading the game for 93 minutes and still go on to draw it. It's another substitution for Luca as Sanusha comes onto the field. Technically a midfielder, but she's a very versatile player and can play in majority of the positions on the football field. As it's Krishna Bhati on the ball. She will be looking to put on a decent delivery for one of her players to get on. As she takes a shot, and the less we say about that, the better it is. These players surprise me, to be honest. There are 4 options out there for a pass, and all she does is kick it out of play. That's poor play. It's Luca once again. First on the second ball, goes past a man. Time to put in a decent delivery in the box. Does so as well, but intercepted by the Poovar defense. A chance! And the fine save once again by Sbfa. How do you not convert those chances? That was such an easy chance, and once again, it was Krishna Bhati failed to convert that. All that needed was a swing of the boot, but she could not do it. And I'll go on saying this. Luca need to make this lead safe by scoring a second. That was a tug of the jersey there. but the referee clearly didn't see it, as the ball is kicked out of play by the Poovar defender Mahita. That's another poor cross coming in, and another throw in for Luca. That's way too easy for Jibita. That's nicely done by the Luca player. That's a free kick in favor of Luca. Dangerous position if they can put a decent ball in the box rather than going for a shot once again from that kind of distance. Even a Roberto Carlos would just be optimistic from that kind of distance and not certain that they will score. So these girls need to pull their socks up and put a fine ball into the box. As it's Chaitra on the ball one, this time for Luca. Will she put in a ball in the box or will she go for goal once again? She goes for goal. It's way too easy once again for Jibitha. That's a fine pass on the left for Luca. Two players inside the box. She cuts past one, puts in a cross as well, but the cross is between their two attackers. Another cross coming in. Another chance for Luca, but that's cleared by the Poovar defense. Poovar trying to build an attack of their own, but that's very defended by Rubashri, who has been solid on the left hand side. As we see, Sabitha getting replaced for Poovar and Sania Mole coming on. Sania Mole being a forward, she will be expected to score a goal here. The coach would just have said, go on, just score a goal for me. Just give me a point out of this. Just give me my first goal of the Delhi Premier League. That's a fine pass on the left, but that's intercepted by the Poovar defense. Throw in for Luca. Goal scorer goes past a man. Wins a throw in for a side. Once again kicked out of play for a throw into Luca. This time kicked out of play by the Luca attacker for a goal kick on Poovar. As we're into the last 5 minutes of regulation time, can Poovar find the equalizer? As they try to build an attack from the right hand side. And it will be a throw in for Sbfa Poovar this time. It will be Annie Anthony with the throw in. Trying to keep the ball in play there, and does really well, does Smitha. That was a nice try for a pass. was Sanusha who tried to thread it through. That was well intercepted by the Luca defense. And a free kick here in a dangerous position for Poovar. Will she go for goal here? Will she be able to beat Varsha, who has been solid in the stakes? She does go for goal. It's way too easy for Varsha. There was absolutely no power on that shot there. That's a handball. Waved off by the referee. Another handball. This time the referee sees it and blows his whistle in favor of Poovar. The referee needs to be better there. You cannot not give a handball first to Luca and then give one for Poovar. This is what the players don't like. What they like is the referees being consistent. That's what are you doing taking a shot from 40 yards out? Really don't get it. Which keeper in the world is getting beaten from there of a free kick from 40-45 yards out? These players surprise me, really do. As a throw-in come from Luca, as the clearance from Maita goes out for a corner. She was under no pressure there, but decided to kick it out for a corner. Luca rightfully slowing the game down. This is what is called game management. Jaitra with the corner. That's a tame corner. And it's Poovar running forward but well intercepted by the Luca defender. Once again it's Poovar on the counter. Goes past one, goes past two. Takes a through ball as well. But the keeper, Varsha, is alert. Varsha has been a saving grace here for Luca. Had it not been for Varsha, they could have conceded ever so easily, could have Luca. As the goal scorer running forward with the ball once again. Goes past one as well, goes past two. And that's a tap in. And right at the stroke of 90th minute, it's 2-0 to Luca. And it's the number 7, Jyoti Lakshmi, who has been threatening all game with the goal. And it's the goal scorer, Revti, with the assist. That was a fine run. And she laid it on a platter from a position where she just could not miss, could Jyoti Lakshmi. And it's game, set, match to Luca. And we can say they have deserved it. In spite of missing numerous chances, they have created almost every chance in this game. And rightfully are going to win the game 2-0. Or can they? With Poovar coming forward with the ball. That's a decent pass. Can she score? No, once again, it's Varsha who has left absolutely nothing in her to keep the scoreline intact and keep a clean sheet. And that was another fine save by Varsha. She has done really well to keep her sheet intact there. Two minutes to go on the clock, and it looks like a mere formality before Luca end up winning the game. Certainly game set match here. And for certain, we can say that the man of the match today is the number 12 of Luca Revti, having scored the first goal of the game and provided the second. Both of them were really quality finishes and quality passes. Nothing the keeper Jepita could have done about either, as it's Luca trying to come forward with the ball once again, but well intercepted by the Poovar defender. And a throw in for Luca. Can they add the cherry on the cake by scoring a third here? As we see Sneha Felix coming on. Really compact defending there by Poovar. And a foul on Sania Mol. The captain taking that free kick. Luca once again win the ball in the middle of the park. But the referee blows in favor of Poovar. Sona Das to take that free kick as the coach shouts for man-to-man marking, which the Luca defense has certainly done very well to keep the Poovar attackers on bay. As we see pole jumping in the background, but let's stick to football, as the referee might blow for full time at any second. And with that, the referee blows for full time. And in match number 44 of the Delhi Women's League, it's Luca 2 and Sbfa Poovar 0. And it's a solid 3 points for Luca here. And it was Revti with the first goal of the game and Jyoti Lakshmi with the second. Revti providing the assist for the second one. Although it was a scrappy affair in the first half, things looked much brighter in the second, and Luca certainly bore the fruit for it. At the end of full time, it's 2 to Luca, 0 to Poovar. Hopefully, you all enjoyed the game. This is your commentator Devanshu Thalia signing off. Thank you.